What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Now let's get straight into it. Does your golf shots look like this? So let's talk about what he does here. From the start, his hands open the club face up really quickly. As you can see, the toe is up, square would be matching the spine angle. And then at the top of the swing, his arms keep lifting, which gets the club way across the line. And the club face is a little bit open. From here, as he shallows the club gets more open. As you can see, it's still pointing to the sky when the club is parallel to the ground. And then from there, he's got two options. He can either turn and hit it a mile right, or he's got to stall and flip at it like he does here, which causes him to hit the pull hook. Now, how do we fix this? Well, first, we're gonna start by fixing it with an iron instead of the driver. It's a lot easier to understand it with an iron than if we start with the driver. So let's grab that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna address that start to the golf swing. So right now, his move is he wants to flip this club open. If we flip it open from here, we're gonna have to do a lot of stuff in the golf swing to try and get it back to square. So we wanna start square. Now, how do we do that? A good feeling for this will be to shove the club right into your belly button, right? And get in a setup position. From here, I want you to just rotate back to the club is parallel to the ground. You can see the club face is matching my spine angle. So obviously, I did nothing with my hands. We're just rotating to get the feeling of what we need to do to get the club here. And once you do that a few times, to get a good feeling of what you need to do, we're gonna do it with our arms extended. Same thing, I want you to think about nothing in the hands and the arms. We're just rotating back. I want the butt of this club to be pointing at your stomach the whole time. So nothing with the hands. If we use hands, the butt of the club does not point at my belly button. But if we rotate with the body, club points there. So now we got a good feeling for the backswing, so we can make a few swings parallel to parallel. I want you to get the club to parallel with the face matching your spine angle, and on the way through, it's essentially going to match your spine angle but the other way, so the club face is pointing up. So we'll make some swings doing that. And then once you get a good feeling with that, we'll hit a couple balls. So just chip it out there, parallel, parallel. We're really focusing on body rotation, no hands. So parallel to parallel. So that'll help you get a better feeling for what you need to do on the way back to keep the club face square, so then we don't have to do any weird things in the downswing or transition to get the club face back to square. Now, the second thing we need to address is the top of the swing, where our arms get really disconnected and you see this big gap between my trail arm and my body. So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna grab another glove and we're gonna tuck that right underneath your armpit. What this is gonna do is obviously it's gonna keep that arm closer to your body, but it's gonna help you get deeper at the top. And when I mean deeper, I mean the club not as high, a little more behind you. Because this is gonna get us in a better position to rotate, keep that club square. We don't have to try and get our arms connected back to our body. They're just there from the top, so we can focus on rotating instead of trying to time everything back up. Because if we're way up here, we gotta get the club back in front of our chest. And if we start with some rotation, we're already behind and we just need a lot of catching up to do. So we wanna make sure we stay connected. So same thing, we got the armpit or glove under the armpit. We're going to make some swings, really getting the feeling of keeping this glove inside, which will help you get a little deeper. If it ever comes out, you lifted your arms. Not what we want. So keep that under there, and when you feel comfortable, you can hit some shots. And I'm okay with it falling out after, as long as it's post impact. As long as it's not top of the swing lift, then we're good. As long as it's post impact, I'm okay with it. Now, so we've worked on those two things. Now, when you go to your driver, I want you to feel the same things, where the butt of the club stays pointing to our belly button, the club face matches our spine angle, we're staying connected, and then this armpit stays a little closer. I want you to feel the same thing. What might happen, what probably will happen, is the club face is now in a square or a better position, meaning it's not super wide open on the way down. But you have the muscle memory down that you need to flip this club face down, right? So some of these first golf balls you're gonna hit are gonna be low left, for sure. Because you're gonna have already the club in a good position and then flip at it. That is recipe for low left. But this is why I had you hit some balls with the club parallel to parallel, really focusing on getting that body to rotate through, because that's going to help you understand that you do not need to stall and flip to get the club face closed. Because it is square on the way back, we can rotate, the club will be square at the bottom, and you can hit nice straight shots. So over time, you'll be able to trust the club face is square and you don't have to kind of stall flip at it, but the first few will. So when we get to the driver again, focus on those two key things there. Rotate back, keep this pointing at our belly button, which will help keep that club face matching our spine angle, and then get a little deeper by keeping this tighter. So we're not looking to lift up, we want to keep this tighter. It's going to help you be a lot more efficient too. This player definitely is going to struggle with some distance, because he's losing speed by getting disconnected and then having to get back and then also having to stall. So if we can get kind of keep the club face a little more square, not rip it open, and honestly make a little shorter swing, you can definitely hit it much farther. So if you're struggling with that hook, something similar to what he was doing there, those are my two key points. First one, rotate, keep this club face matching the spine angle. And secondly, get this glove, put it under the armpit, and help you get a little deeper, keep the arms more connected, so the hands are a little more in front of your chest instead of way up. So those are the two keys. Bring those to the golf course, start working on that golf swing, get a little more consistent. It's definitely gonna help with the driver, because there's so much speed with the driver and so much timing required when you have to flip at it, so you're gonna be really inconsistent. But if we can get you more consistent with the club face square, you're gonna hit more fairways, you're gonna hit it farther, you're gonna enjoy golf a lot more. So try those tips out, start shooting better scores, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If you're looking for a one-stop shop, everything short game related to help you improve on and around the greens, I got a short game program for you. If you want to watch more of these videos, click here. If you want to subscribe, click down here.